catcher is right there. You don't know which one. All right, I get you. This final we have Sport Kamau GINTE. Stanford GINTE. We are still out.
This is a big one. This is massive.
We have ESHCA
In Africa, I'm telling you, everybody's watching. Everybody's waiting for this.
It's going to be a race tonight.
Are you calling it?
Race tonight. Race is still.
Well, I cannot
International referee.
I have to be very balanced and fair.
One of the best referees.
The best player will win this. I think all these players have fought their way to this final. And I think they all deserve to win on this one. So
After this live, I will request everyone to be upstanding. Let us respect our visitors. Let us play the national anthem. We shall start with the Malawi national anthem. Can we all be upstanding and respect our two families for tonight? We're going to play the Malawi national anthem and we shall play Zimbabwe right after that. DJ. All the way from Malawi in the finals. Congratulations. Now we play this Zimbabwean. I think I got the right national anthem. Come on, everybody. Let's. Hey, Jana. Jana. Look at you there. Come on. Look at us. Let's have some respect. What? Give it. Congratulations to both players. Zimbabwe versus Malawi. Biggest night in pool in Africa. Biggest night in pool in Africa. We have a lot of streamers here tonight. We have over 10,000 people watching the stream currently. Wonderful, wonderful time for us here in Zimbabwe. Big shout out to all the people who made this possible. Everybody who was here. Everyone who made this possible. We have a wonderful tournament. BK has won away 1 million fellowship.
It comes down to this.
Our Kenyan anthem is better than both those anthems. You guys are under that shit, but I like it. Our anthem is better. We shall play it again. That's for you guys to go with it.
Imagine this will be a very quick match. Francis, you have watched ESHCA play. How fast of a player is he? You know, the hazard of our job is that we cannot pick sides and choose because we have very sensitive fans at all times. You literally can put the comment section on fire if you pick a side, especially if you are a commentator. We are something akin to referees, by the way. I never knew that, by the way, until one day I was cheering my boy in the Grand Mchana Open against somebody that I won't mention his name. He doesn't like me to death. And that's just how serious guys take this game. It goes all the way to the heart. So sometime we might have our own loyalties, but we just never talk about them, right? I wish all the players all the best. I think they're solid, consummate professionals. All of them have boarded planes to this match, and I think it's a deserved win to at least, pay back that ticket. How much is it, Harare to Kenya?
From Harare to Kenya, the tickets they range from $500 to 700 going up.
$500 to 700, right? So if you take out 1,000 from that money, they have 10,000 to spare.
Exactly.
Isn't that beautiful?
Indeed, beautiful indeed.
What's the plan for a player like this when they win such big tournaments? Is there like a plan for, a support system to help them invest this kind of earnings, or what does it happen in Zimbabwe?
Well, it depends with each player's management. Some they've already planned for their players. Whenever they win big, they already know what they want to do with their money. So it depends with the management of each and every player.
I mean, fair enough. So each and every player, in this case, ESHCA, what usually happens when ESHCA wins big?
Well, the last time I checked, he bought tables. He does have tables of his own.
So he runs a pool business table, pool table business, right?
Exactly.
It's a nice way. Great, thanks so much, Francis. Francis is one of the streamers that streams pool across Africa. But on this one, he is very, very conflicted, Francis. And that is because his boy, ESHCA, has made it to the final. He's basically 11 frames away from 11,000 US. He bangles it. GINTE. He's a very, very fast player. Very entertaining to watch, by the way. I want to say a big shout out to Honorable Oster Sudi, watching this match live from location. And by the way, give it up to the man. The guy sits in morning to end of day following the matches. I think he must really love his job as well. And by the corner, I can see Doreen Wandia, fresh from China. She represented the Kenyan flag at the hay ball. At the Masters in China. I want to send a big shout out to my fellow commentators across the continent. Raymond Tilak and Lanyukta as well. It's very, very cheap mistake there by GINTE, seemingly still growing into this game. He's a very interesting player, by the way. I don't know if sometimes he's just it's very interesting, GINTE. He's a very interesting demeanor. I think ESHCA will pull this one back. GINTE seems to be raising an issue with that play there, asking the referee to check. Time has been stopped. Seems to be claiming a foul. And the game will be checked. I don't know why he seems to be claiming for a foul. I think it was 2 shots. So regardless of the ball that he started with, shouldn't be a problem. Because I saw him brush off the yellow. And then very, very quickly, of course, he touched the cushion soon after. So I don't really understand why that would be an issue.
Attention on the table. Proceeds 2 shots. So VAR is going to tell us.
So great. Just an update on the streams.
This game
Maybe from Chobe.
Yes, we are going to be exchanging commentary because of gadget issues. I will be handling the YouTube commentary. Then Evans and Francis will be doing the Facebook commentary.
Great. Thank you so much.
Let me do 3 minutes. 3. I don't understand. Can you bring it here? It has secret issues.
It's okay. I'm with you. As long as I'm with you, don't worry.
Just rest a bit there. Then like a few minutes, they want to come on. Guys, there has been a little bit of an issue in terms of the audio signal on the YouTube stream. Kindly confirm if it is now clearer. Most especially on the YouTube stream, I've been having an issue on the audio signal. Please confirm in the comment section if it is clearer. As for the video, it seems pretty much okay. Now that you say that it's okay, your wish is my command. I am streaming this match on 2 platforms, that is Peter Chove Live YouTube as well as Breaker and Finish Live YouTube. The Facebook stream is horizontal with the commentary of Mr. Evans Okacha. I am doing the YouTube stream and its commentary so far. And yes, we have now the match that has the biggest prize money in the history of African pool. What is happening now is appeal over a shot that has been played. We have umpire Kisto Sisenda doing video review. Like you can see,
we have Mark Muchibi leading by a frame to
1-0. The Ugandan Mark Muchibi leads against Isaiah Paulo. The prize for winning the 3rd place match is as much as the prize for winning Queen's Sports Club Double Life tournament that happened around 2 months ago. That is how big this tournament is. And thank you, Easy Chamagas, for reminding us to like the video. That is all. There seems to be agreements between the umpire, the match commissar, even the fans at the venue, especially after looking at this shot, that it was a double stroke from ESHCA. Those of you who are watching from on the YouTube stream, you can play it back yourselves. So in front of you, we have officials looking at the situation on video review. I'm close to them enough. I'll be telling you exactly what will be decided by head umpire Christos Sisenda. The issue of contest is something of a double stroke, and the accused player is ESHCA. The will-be beneficiary is GINTE.
The contentious shot was hit full shot yesterday.
Contention is still ongoing. The umpire may have to communicate his ruling to the master of ceremonies, who may have to again inform the masses, most especially the fans.
Ref makes the decision. It's not a push shot.
The decision that has been made by umpire Christos Sisenda is legal shot. Now the referee's ruling is final. Apologies for the constant movement of the video. It is because of space at the venue, which is sometimes disturbing to get a spot where to stream, but also a spot for the comfort of the players and officials. ESHCA now is in continuation of attacking play. The player from Mbale in Zimbabwe, proudly representing the Zimbabwean nation. There were those two national anthems that were sung before the final of Malawi and Zimbabwe respectively. He was so passionate and touching his heart and almost having a tear in his eye when his national anthem was being sung in his honor. The kid on in Mbari is about to go 1-0 up in Eldoret. There comes ESHCA, leading by 1-0 against the match favorite Stanford Viven GINTE. Once again, Malawi 0 and Zimbabwe 1.
As one controversial, Soko. Soko. Soko is a example. And scores on table number 1. Race to 9. GINTE 0. ESHCA 1. GINTE 0. ESHCA 1. We have Malawi versus Zimbabwe.
The umpire is choosing to stand.
Yeah, that's where you want. Would it be comfortable
For you to take place
here?
Oh, you can come and sit.
the tripod to place here. Let's put it here instead of there. Let's say the umpire and player.
Oh, you can come.
No problem. China, when he went on a volleyball, lost himself. Quickly.
With more than 800 people watching at coming to 1 a.m. right on Monday morning for a tournament that was supposed to be played on Sunday evening is testament of the popularity of African pool today. And that I'm talking about this stream today that is on Peter Chewe Live YouTube. Yes, twice as many are watching on Break and Fish Live Facebook, more numbers watching on Kipixel's photography as well as YouTube streaming platforms. That is where I say thank you, Africa. And just forgive the tournament organizers for the games have turned a little bit later. What will not change is the fact that it has been an absolute pool party all over the African pool playing fraternity. You are watching the guy that is the new officially Zimbabwe #1 player, ESHCA Chimbwanda from Harare, has won 6 of the last 8 tournaments of the National Elite Players Associations of Zimbabwe, NEPA's first player ever to achieve that feat. He has been the king of the weekly comps that have been happening at Mega 1, including one that I streamed when I went to stream the Queen's Sports Club double elimination double live tournament in Bulawayo. But that one was in Harare just about the month of April. It was this year. The date should have been the 7th, a sunny Monday afternoon. That comp had 2 Ugandans in it, that is Ibra and Hazard. ESHCA defeated everybody to win what was, I was informed, a third in a month out of 4 that were organized. He came from behind by 5 frames to 1 to win his match in the semi-finals against the Ugandan Mark Mochibi by 9 frames to 7, not even permitting him to reach the decider. He's taking on a guy in GINTE who is supposed to be starting as the match favorite because of how longer he has been participating in later stages of the events like this. GINTE is having a slot in a final of a major African comp for the 2nd time in 2 years. His first final was at Billiards Cafe, that's the double elimination competition that happens annually, the month of December 2023, when he defeated Uganda's Ibrahim Sejemba to win that tournament. He then played up to the quarterfinals of the last 16 of the following event at Queen's Sports Club in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. The following edition of the same event, that is Bulawayo Zimbabwe Queen's Sports Club double life competition, he took both of his lives to the final. At that time, he was by a country mile the best player in the competition until he met a certain Mr. Aiden Joseph, and coupled with a tired GINTE who had played 2 lives, taking them both to the final and taking on a rested Aiden Joseph who defeated him in the first live final, and in the second live final he was too tired even to dare take down Aiden. Even the 3rd place match against West Moraki, he lost it to GINTE, taking positions number 2 and number 4, with Aiden taking position number 1, West Moraki taking position number 3, while Kelvin took 2 positions both in the round of last 8. There seemed to be dissatisfaction on the frame that has just been played. As ESHCA was complaining to the umpire that his opponent GINTE had fouled, his media man Francis Mkweka, whom he respects so much, told him it is a legal shot, play on. He has that other side of him, ESHCA, and you're listening to a guy that likes him. I like him, him and especially Malova, and all of the Zim boys became dear to me, especially that tour of ESHCA and Malova to Uganda. I was with them almost 12 hours of every day for about 8 days in a row. They were playing many matches against Uganda's better players and having weekly comps and some of the bigger events, tournaments in Ugandan pool. And I have to say that since then, both of them are better players. That is the experience of tour. However, there has been a foul from GINTE, which ESHCA will be playing to utilize. That is the quality of free shot he's playing, potting GINTE's red. Same shot having his yellow, slide off the red to ensure that it bounces off the cushion to be played into space, to the effect that he's now having 5 yellows on the table, which will heavily poison him to finish with his 1 visit of the table. This is ESHCA going for a second in a row against a guy that is supposed to be the favorite for this final. A little bit suspect that shot, but ESHCA will be okay. He can play in all the styles. He can play by offense. He can play technical and tactical. He can slow down the game. He can decide to play fast. He's a very complete player, ESHCA Chimbwanda. Now going for frame number 2. The guy that has the great South African player Mzamo as his friend, but also mentor and teacher. He does like to play like Mzamo and dress like Mzamo and call himself Mzamo. And now starting to win like Mzamo did in the days that were his prime. The pot of the red to the corner pocket, the pot of the yellow to the corner pocket closer to the screen, and black to the corresponding corner pocket will give him a second frame into frames to make Zimbabwe happy, to make Harare happy, to make Nelson happy, to make Towers happy, to make his nation proud. ESHCA 2, GINTE 0, race to 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. I don't want to help you. No.
Yeah, they can pass.
I have to leave.
I can push to boy.
That's here.
So that this guy will also see.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are the one telling me.
Biggest night in pool tonight. Biggest night in pool in Africa. Bro, I have played pool for over 20 years. When you are Zaliwa.
I want this one to press the record on all the swings.
If it breaks, we announce.
Right now, Zimbabwe playing on Malawi. GINTE playing ESHCA. Chimbwanda. In case you're wondering how much I played for tonight, top prize is $11,000. $11,000 top prize. So tonight is a big time for us. It's a big night for pool. Thank you to all of you who worked hard who have made this happen. We appreciate you. Next time here. Very blessed. really want to have this title in your voice. Good play. God bless. On camera number one, Mark Kuchi will take it on Isaiah. The scores are currently tied at 2-1. 2-2 on camera number one. On camera number two, we have ESHCA taking on an early lead. Let's see what this
I can't. I have to put it there.
Keep it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing the biggest tournament in Kenya. I am so happy because I have been there. I have been here when we were playing for 20,000 shillings. Tonight somebody's walking away with a million shillings. This one's here I'll pay with 1.5 million. Somebody here is going to go home and be extremely respectful. If you're going to allow, you're about thank you, Olivia, and our wonderful guests. Thank you for let's go.
I'm just a media.
I'm not a media, but
No, this is I have to concentrate. I have to concentrate.
So you step on my foot and say I'm
The same player is starting out the more solid. But it's not the first time in the tournament that GINTE is starting under a little bit of trouble. He did go down GINTE by 5 frames to 2 in a race to 9 against Uganda's Hazard, who then went 7 frames to 3 up. A match that I didn't see GINTE winning whatsoever. Then I saw one of the 2 more dramatic ends to a match in this competition. How he did take down Hazard. If you do go and watch the last 3 frames, it was dramatic. And then never forget the way in which Brian Kiptalamloto did take down Caesar Chandiga. With 6 frames to go, Brian leading by 8 frames to 6. And I'm saying 6 frames to 6 minutes to go, sorry, in a race to 9. And then we saw Caesar winning a frame in a minute and a half. And another frame in a minute, taking the match to a decider in which he broke and then potted 1 ball and then 6 other reds. It was actually 6 other yellows, and then fading on the black. And then with 1 minute to go, Brian Kiptalam coming to pot 7 yellows and a black. The celebrations were wide and in order. The rest was history. But bigger history will be happening in this one. GINTE will not forgive himself if he loses this match. He's supposed to be the favorite for ESHCA. He has never ever reached a match this big. He has never been to a final of a major African Cup. For GINTE, this one is the third in 2 years, and he has been coming close even in other comps in which he has been participating, reaching at least the prize bracket almost of each and every comp of the last 6 or 7, the major ones in Africa. He is managed by a very, very good, and I'm meaning a very good gentleman, a friend of mine called Mindres. He is so supportive of this player. GINTE is so lucky to have Mindres as a manager. He sometimes can call me and then ask me what went wrong in the match, what better can be done, which other comp is supposed to be played, which match is supposed to be avoided. That's why you see GINTE is a very, very well-grounded person, not just a very good shooter, but also a very good person, especially in terms of his character. He's the more adventurous player. ESHCA will be banking on the expectation of misses from GINTE to utilize taking some frames slow and trying to defeat GINTE and defeat him painfully because he's just the better shooter. That's obvious.
Very interesting rules with playing tonight. Top players. Top players. Best players in Africa here tonight. If you see any of this next year, you take a
GINTE may want to play combination shot. When he draws white ball backwards after potting, it naturally moves towards the corner pocket. That was close, but not close enough. The white is potted. GINTE scratches. He is in trouble. And for sure, ESHCA will be wanting to use the free shots to put GINTE's one and only free ball, and then play snooker again. Not even needing to play snooker, he may just want to play a ball not to pot, and then force GINTE to foul. Because most likely when GINTE finds his yellow, he puts the red instead. Now it is a total snooker. Finding an angle for the yellow is very difficult, and yet even when he finds it, it is almost a guaranteed foul. He may find it. It's a little bit good entertainment. Fans are clapping. His boss Mindres is clapping. But given the situation, it's still pretty much a frame lost by GINTE. He was always losing this frame. Oh no! At the end of the day, the shot in which GINTE was able to find the angle when snookered may be working out. He has a very sharp cut of the yellow ball. In the final, he is still in trouble because he has not been able to move quite as close to the black as possible. Whatever he's contemplating, I'm not so sure. Maybe bank off the cushion to go to the corner pocket where there is a red off the red, or not really. It is a well-fought frame, most especially from the GINTE perspective, but the fight is just not enough. ESHCA will probably snooker him one more time. Not even a snooker it is. One of those moments when you really can't do much. The little he has as sight of the black GINTE almost does guarantee that white ball is sunk to the same corner pocket where there is the black. Nonetheless, he will try at least not to foul. Maybe play with a little power. He's contemplating a very risky shot. I don't know why ESHCA is making all this drama. He's He has no right trying to stop GINTE from what he's trying to do. Maybe he was complaining at the end of the day that white is not possible, but if there is space for white to pass in between red and black, then he's free to play off the cushion GINTE, which he's trying to do. Oh, it is a foul. It is a foul. He did play red first. And I'm just hearing that Isaiah Paulo of Tanzania and the Ugandan Mark Muchiri are drawing 3-all in the third place match. That game has more than $3,000 in prize money for the winner. Just like that. Now the next big comp that we are going for is in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania at Q Masters. That one will be having the prize for the third place today as the overall prize for that tournament. But it's still a big African comp and many of these players will go to compete for that money anyway. But Kenya is taking over the organization, guys. This one is a tournament from the top draw. The only undoing, in my opinion, is the fact that they have not gotten a ladies category in the event. It has kept internet awash as the entire African pool-loving fraternity have been watching pool from Wednesday to Thursday to Friday to Saturday and Sunday. GINTE seems not to be happy with himself. He seems to have considered the frame already and is already asking for timeout from the umpire. Of course, he needs the timeout. He's being briefed of the regulations that it has to be maximum of 4 minutes in timeout, and once he returns for timing after 4 minutes, then he loses. There will be ongoing frame. This is not orderly. GINTE standing where a frame is being played. Of course, he knew he was going to lose. 3-0 ESHCA ladies and timeout for GINTE.
Somebody right here is saying Mr. Evans Okacha. He's saying GINTE has got to do. I don't know what he means.
Yes.
Come here with the seat. Come with the seat. Every single time this guy is sitting down.
Let's catch him on
Crying.
He's wrecking havoc. He's getting what he here. Mr. Stanford, how did you must rise up to the occasion. Oh,
Smoke signals.
let's catch him on. He's threatening to walk away with this.
I don't care if you're talking or not, but why are you talking to him like that?
For Matoto, leadership of 1.5 million shillings. Stanford, Kamau, GINTE. Still having days. But the fact is here. Oh, it's this is Several. Yeah,
Tell the man the fact I am a fish like that's not a good name.
Playing ESHCA and ESHCA from Malawi.
You know, there has even been a little bit of a scuffle argument between some fans and the media man Francis, who they think has been even trying to coach GINTE. Of course, that's not true because I'm near his swimming position. Sometimes he just advises. No, he just encourages this guy, fight on, play well, that kind of thing, which has no issue with it. Pretty much okay by the rules. By the way, GINTE is a very popular player here in Kenya. He has been here a number of times. They consider him Kenyan. Every time that he has been coming to the table, he has been addressed as Stanford Kamau GINTE. They have even given him a Kenyan name. It is the time for ESHCA to demonstrate to GINTE the technical side of the game, where ESHCA is way more superior. It is in terms of shooting that GINTE is a power. In terms of shooting, I have been considering, just to take shots on target, I've always been considering Jerry to be the king of the continent, but maybe this guy. And of course, there are the likes of course, Aiden, of course, Caesar, of course, Kelvin. But now with this guy, I may have to change my mindset. He can really mean to shoot, and when he shoots them balls fast. It is the second consecutive truly African final that the Malawian, it is the second truly African big comp that the Malawian GINTE is reaching a final. But now he's been given a test of his own medicine by the Zim, who is leading by 3 frames to nil. And in the comment section, we may have a little bit of a chat. Do you think that ESHCA starting this well and GINTE having a few unforced errors in his play, that he can come back GINTE like he did against Hazard to win this match and win this final to make Malawi happy? Do you think it is possible? Takonda Sasola, you say it is very much possible, nothing is lost. Yes, it's only 3-0. Mark Msimoko, you say Zimbabwe will win and by a big margin. You seem to have the guts, you also have the energy, you also have the belief. Dean Regas, you say GINTE needs to win 1 frame and the ghost in him will rise up. Okay, let's wait and see. I'm sure that frame will come. When it will come, I don't know. Freddie Onyango thinks GINTE will win by 11 frames to 7. That means you think ESHCA will win only 4. By the way, I have to make a correction. Although the regulations of the tournament were that the final will be a race to 11, we were corrected before the players did lag because of the time element that the final is a race to 9. So guys, it is race to 9, not 11. Amos Bonga, you say Francis should sit down and stop roaming aimlessly. He's under pressure and it's understandable. He's the leader of the Zimbabwean team delegation. Sometimes you just see us as media men only recording games and having you see them, but sometimes there's a lot that goes on behind the curtains simply to have these teams here. Sometimes we are interested with the players of these boys with the monies, and the only accountability that can be given back is when these players perform. When things go bad, you go back to the sponsors and you look, I don't know. There's that look that we call angazi. Angazi in Kiswahili means I don't know. Kindly don't shake, sir. Kindly don't shake. One thing that I loved at the start of this match is the singing of the national anthems. I'm so happy that I popularized that thing of having national anthems sung before international matches of this level. And it's always nice when a comp of this magnitude has players in the semi-finals representing 4 different nations. That is these two from Malawi and Zimbabwe. And then the match in the third place match has the Ugandan Mark and the Tanzanian Isaiah Paulo. This is the first tournament in the history of African pool for a African big comp to have no South African in the final. A sign of maybe the change of the guard.
These guys took trains, planes, and automobiles to get here to come and take your money.
Abdulakim, thank you for watching. Ovington Chisota, Michael Uganda, you're asking me where Maluva is. Maluva is somewhere watching and supporting, of course, ESHCA. Emmanuel Muzengerere, thank you for watching. There's a lot of Shona in the comment section. Of course, the proud people of Zimbabwe are starting to anticipate that maybe one of their own, their most naughty own, is the most stubborn player, most naughty player. He can mean to be annoying, ESHCA, I have to say. But he is a pretty fine player. Just after me nicknaming him Neshka because of his ability to win consecutive events of the Nepals, then combining Nepals with ESHCA, naming him Neshka, he gets suspended from participation in the Nepals for about 2 months.
Who is calculating me, guys? This one. I'm his friend. Your channel,
YouTube.
YouTube. Oh, we are in YouTube.
Both YouTube and Facebook. Which one do you want?
Facebook. Anyway, hey there. What's wrong with this guy? With this guy.
The letters are small.
As media people, we have a lot of problems in terms of basically the crowd.
But you have innocent too much. Why? That's in the future. Can I give you innocent?
That stream. Is it the live one?
Yeah.
Once again, dear viewers, you are watching the last match of the biggest tournament in the history of Africa, at least in terms of the cash prize being allocated to 32 winners, one of whom within the next maybe 1 hour at maximum will be getting 11,600 US dollars, and it is a total of 25,000 US dollars for those that reach the last 32, and even more money for the SHUJA TIMBA competition for the ladies. Also, even more money for SHUJA TIMBA competition for the Kenyan men, only Kenyan nationals. This one is the international comp, in which Stanford Given is supposed to be the tournament favorite at especially the quarterfinal stage, being taken down by 3-0, needing to win 9, while ESHCA, the Zimbabwean, needs to win 6 out of the remaining 15. Actually, remaining 14. The ladies' event was won by a lady called Naomi. The Kenyan event was won by David Mbodhi Bike.
Chop Alive. Wow, what a moment. What a moment, Chop Alive. This is very interesting indeed, because the Zimbabwean ESHCA, tactically, it can match GINTE. It can match GINTE. And here we are.
He's demonstrating that yes, he can. At least he's demonstrating that yes, he can. There seems to be a little bit of an argument between player and umpire. I don't know exactly what it is about. ESHCA seems to have come back to the table. He has to keep himself calm because he's in the lead. Once he does something silly, it gets to his head. He starts playing badly because his mind is not in one place. So he just has to respect the authorities, let the umpire do his job, then also does his job as a player. He's doing it very, very well so far. That's what we need of him.
All right. Thank you so much, Chop Alive. Chop Alive. Trust me. You called it. You said GINTE.
I did.
But yeah, but here it is.
He's down, but he's not yet out.
All right. Chop Alive. You are a top person. You're a top human being. You're a top pull personality. But in this one, you called it. But I'm telling you, it is close to call. Too close to call. If it was you, I would never called it.
No, you asked me to call. You asked me for a name. You asked me for one word. Mention one name as either ESHCA or GINTE. I called GINTE. If ESHCA wins, it's okay. If GINTE wins, it's okay.
At this level, trust me, the Zimbabweans are very tactical. The Zimbabweans are very big snookers, and at the same time, I'll tell you,
these are neighbors. I think, especially ESHCA is the most complete of all the Zim big boys. The likes of Paka, the likes of Blessing, even Malova himself, they are very good attacking game, but the tactical game is a little bit lacking. But ESHCA is complete. His attacking game is as good as the defensive game. That's why he has always been for the last 1 year representing Zimbabwe's best chance in big competitions like this one.
Wow, Chop Alive. Wow, thank you so much. Wow, GINTE pulls one back. The crowd is wild. Remember, GINTE a number of times he has been in Kenya and he has lived in Kenya, and everybody here in Kenya knows about GINTE, and trust me, it is very hot here. Very, very, very hot indeed. Very hot. Oh. Wow. ESHCA is just a tactical timeout. I think you have to just go to the toilet. Wow. This is big. This is very big. It's very big, very interesting, and very exciting. Because this is what we wanted, and this is what we said. My brother, what do you say about this tournament? This race so far? What do you say about this? Unasemaje kuhusu hiyo? How do you say about this one? Who do you think gonna win?
I think they're gonna win. Guy called.
We're playing Bulls nights. Wonderful time.
between the guy from Malawi and the guy from Zimbabwe? Who do you think gonna win?
I have a strong feeling the guy from Malawi.
All right, all right. It's a race to 11, so it's still too far.
Yeah, it's still
My
too far,
brother,
but
what do you
I have a
think?
strong feeling.
Trust me. What is your name?
I am Kipkorir Josiah.
Kipro Josiah. Thank you so much. What about you? What is your name? First of all, what's your name?
My name is Limo. I'm hoping for GINTE to win this game because he has struggled so much from the beginning. He was good. He's a good player. So we are hoping for the best. We know that we will beat this guy from Uganda. We are hoping for the best.
All right, right.
Because the Ugandan.
Yes, your name is very, very, very big and interesting. What is it? Go back. What's your name?
My name is Limo Nicholas.
Oh, Limo Nicholas. Limo, oh, from Kenya. Limo Nicholas from Kenya, from Eastern Kishu. He's saying it. GINTE will pull back Eldoret City. Thank you so much. We are very happy. We're excited. I'm telling you, I've never seen a city like this. This is my first time here. And trust me, I've always to come back to Eldoret City. This is
Absolutely. It's a good place. The climate is okay. Everywhere is okay. But we are hoping for the best. We know may the best person win. But I hope GINTE will win this game. We know they're trained very well, and all the Kenyans have been eliminated. But we hope this guy is the best player. He's the best player. From the beginning, he's played very well. That's why you're hoping for the best. All Kenyans are behind GINTE.
and apparently, sorry for this. Apparently, everybody is happy for engineer Sudi, Oscar Sudi. We are very happy for him. He has done the biggest tournament in Africa. We are all happy, and we wish him well. And I tell you, people, from the comments, everybody saying Sudi, engineer. What can you say about that?
Engineer is a very good person. He has helped so many people. He's sponsored so many people in this constituency. Although it's not his constituency, but it's the nearby constituency, around 100 meters from here. He has been a good person. He has been a good sponsor for many students and many vulnerable houses. We are hoping that in future he will make something big. We heard that he will be having another tournament in November or December, yet to be confirmed. It's a subject of confirmation that we're waiting for. But the guy is very good. He's a good person, good athlete. We are hoping for the best. He's a good person.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Remind me your name, please.
My name is Limo Nicholas.
Oh, Limo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And from the commentary desk, we are wishing Engineer Oscar Sudi all the best.
Yes.
He's doing wonderful thing.
Yes, come this way. Thank you very much. May the best win. All the best. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Back to the table. Back to the table. Back to the table. Back to the table. Chop life. Back to the table.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, having the final. Now poised at 3 frames to 1. Especially GINTE having pulled one back, and ESHCA has every reason to worry. Because normally of the two players, it's GINTE that normally propels very rapidly and very efficiently. Is the one who normally has the ability to win a number of frames all in a row, most especially when it's what he has to do. And also most especially when you go back to the round of last 64 and look at his match against the Ugandan Hazard. That comeback was the mightiest, I think, in the whole competition. But also the comeback of ESHCA against Mark, the Ugandan, in the semi-finals. Thank you for watching. Prince Wambura, also Elijah Chimorei, Nantume Victoria, amongst more than 1,100 others watching this match on Break and on Peter Chebe Live YouTube, amongst even more watching on Break and Finish Live Facebook. Thank you, Africa, for always watching these streams, always following me wherever I go, and making me relevant as part of your life as a pool player. It is so relieving. So it feels so loving. It feels so good when you come to this place and you find all of these pool fans who have never seen you, and they know you, and they think that you are a very big man driving a very big car, and they just come to find out that it's a guy that moves around with a tripod and a phone and a microphone and streams games while commentating. That's all. ESHCA will definitely be playing snooker here. Definitely snooker. A little tap of the yellow ball, white ball being behind the yellow. It seems he hasn't done it effective enough, because the little sight of the red does GINTE have off the cushion to play snooker as well. Lovely shooting. Every time he plays something good, GINTE, the crowd celebrates because they consider him Kenyan. Even he himself calls himself Kenyan, of course. He knows that he has a big fan base here in Kenya. For once in the match, ESHCA fouls. I cannot believe the amount of drama I'm seeing in this final. Under the weight of pressure, after GINTE snookering and ESHCA fouling, GINTE does pick the white ball from the bed of the table without permission of the umpire. Under the rules of black ball, it is a frame lost. That's why the score is now at 4-1. ESHCA leading against GINTE. That is the most painful of all 4 frames that have been lost by the Malawian. Once again, 4-1. ESHCA up on GINTE.
GINTE made the cardinal mistake of getting the white. The game is if you pick the whites when you have 2 shots, it's a loss of 3. Unfortunately, GINTE had 2 shots, but he picked the white and lost the 3. So scores can be ESHCA 4, GINTE 1. ESHCA 4, GINTE 1. What a match this is turning out to be. These 2 top players against exhibition match here.
It is frame number 6 upon us. We call that the negative break in Uganda, where the player breaks simply to avoid fouling. However, by the rules of black ball, there have to be 2 balls that cross the imaginary middle of the table. That is a foul. GINTE is now at liberty to play the ball, to play the frame from where the balls are. However, he's also at liberty to ask for umpire Kisto to re-rack the frame such that he can break it himself. ESHCA is taking it casual. It is early days yet. Don't think that you are having a very big lead. 3 frames are not insurmountable for a player of GINTE's level. He's supposed to be playing normally, not as if time wasting tactics or something. He's more than able, ESHCA, of winning outright. I don't think there is need of having those negative breaks, which have now turned out even to be costly. Most especially a player like GINTE having a break shot for a free shot. How good will he break? He's one of those players with the best break on the African continent. I believe he's going for the yellows. He could also go for the reds. I wouldn't fault him so much. He, however, has a problem of that yellow ball, which is close to the red, near that cushion at the bottom of the table. He gets to put to close the table playing the Reds GINTE, and is having one thing in his mind: win frame number 6 and win it by break and finish. And the two players have had one specialty in the match, in the tournament, the fact that they have produced the two mightiest comebacks. GINTE will need to cut the red sharp. It has been sharp like he wanted to, but he doesn't pot.
Meanwhile, table number 2 is having a show. Table number 1, sorry. Mark Muchimbi and Isaiah tied at 5-all. 5-all is the real match.
The third place match is rest to 7. If I'm not mistaken, and the Ugandan Mark, the Tanzanian Isaiah are drawing 5-5.
Mark Muchimbi from Uganda 2. Isaiah from Tanzania. So it's 5-5, sorry.
He needed a little bit more precision, ESHCA, to play that yellow off the cushion and then have it pass in between that little space between GINTE's red and the jaw of that corner pocket. It was always going to be very difficult. And by the way, a few good United tables in Zimbabwe playing on this will not be a problem for ESHCA. In fact, I'm not even surprised that he's playing this good. You can probably see in the background a player who is now fandoning the proud flag of Zimbabwe, Mr. Timothy Onida Sakala, supporting ESHCA with all his heart and soul. GINTE will be having chance to finish the frame when he puts red to this center pocket on the right. White is not natural for the seconds. Red to the center pocket on the left, but I think he will be okay because he cuts it sharp. He may have white ball bounce off two cushions. Actually, it was, oh no, oh no, oh no. His intention was to play with very little power and then put black to the center pocket on the right. In the end, playing with very little power, he ended up playing red, not reaching the cushion and also not getting pocket, and by interpretation of black ball rules, it is a foul. The reason I thought that he may need to have white ball bounce off the two top cushions is that because I was so wary of that kind of situation. It normally does happen. As a player, you need to play very slow. You play so slow. Instead of potting, you foul. Now this one looks like clearance number 5 for ESHCA. He's so confident and didn't even need to either pot or displace. GINTE is ready for a free shot. He has confidence in his own ability to finish a frame, and here goes ESHCA. He has played round the place. Third time ESHCA that he's being in Kenya. He was part of the Grand China Open Championships 2023. He was in the Grand China last year. Here he is in Eldoret, also in Kenya. He has been to Uganda, spent more than 10 years in the country playing many matches against Uganda's best players. He did race with Caesar to 21 for $1,000, losing by 21 to 16. He did race with the guy that is called Rashid Wagaba Dog City, is it? The other guy he played against was Yuda Sembosi, the one we called Dembaba. That one was a very big routing of Dembaba by ESHCA. He also did reach a final of one comp, a 64-man comp in the country of Uganda, losing out to Ibrahim Sejemba in that final. Now here he is, needing all that experience to win 5 more frames before GINTE can win 8 out of 13. He may have to open up the 2 yellows with this shot. Will he open? No, he doesn't open. It's a shot that hasn't been well played, in my opinion. He has another chance to recover. Cut the yellow ball. He's looking up to the corner pocket. At the bottom of the screen, white ball will have to bounce off two cushions at the left and then move the top end of the table off one, two cushions, move towards the top end of the table, may be intercepted by the black. It is almost a snooker. I am not so sure that he can pot a ball. If he can, he will be in business. From the way he's stroking, it seems he's okay. 40 seconds is the amount of, sorry, it's the maximum amount of time for which a shot is supposed to be taken. Regulations of the game, of the tournament. In each frame, each player has an extension of 15 seconds. There's no better way to recover from playing yourself out of white than a shot like that has just been perfected by Mzamo, as ESHCA calls himself by nickname, most especially having drawn inspiration from the South African player that is Mzamo. He'll want a simple roll of the rail ball to the corner pocket top right, which he plays on target. White being played into the red, which he pots. He has more work to do. Much as the Zims are celebrating that kind of shooting, the position of white in relation to black is not a shot to be played by small boys. But ESHCA on the pool table is a big boy. He's trying to communicate with the fans of GINTE that please shut up as I am talking.
Bro, hold it down, hold it down.
And the MC is taking advantage to warn the fans not to interfere with the players' pattern. Of course, like I told you, Kenya is a GINTE supporting country. They call him Kamau. ESHCA aims for the black corner pocket. It's a miss, and a very big miss. Look at how white ball is moving like brothers with black. And the Kenyan fans are chanting the name of GINTE as he comes to win the easy pickings, win a second frame in the match, which he does. Sanford Griven 2, ESHCA Chimbwanda 4, race to 9.
GINTE 2, ESHCA Chimbwanda 4. Still holiday, ladies and gentlemen. But this is by no means easy. It's a very tough match. Two formidable opponents playing for 1.5 million. Mukwege is sweating with no distance control, and he's feeling the pressure. This is frame number 7. Ladies and gentlemen, on table number 1 we have a winner. Isaiah Paulo from Tanzania is our winner. He is cooked the number 3 spot. Isaiah Paulo walks away. We win. I say we win. He is our winner of that prize. Congratulations, Isaiah, for the Salaman achieving. Better luck next time, but you're also a winner. Hauna bomba kwa meza unapiga makelele.
Piga na kelele pesa.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are experiencing TIMBA XO here in Eldoret. Watching some best food you ever watched in your life. We have a wonderful match between GINTE and ESHCA. Zimbabwe versus Malawi. Malawi is in Malawi. GINTE is a Kenya. The owner. GINTE of Malawi. This game looks easy from outside. It's the way you get always tell the coach what to do. Everybody has to play their matches. This is the most pool that has ever been watched by fans and people online everywhere around the world. They are here with us, enjoying this wonderful game. Let's go to GINTE 3, ESHCA 4. $11,300 for the first prize. What about the calculator? How much is $11,300? In Uganda,
Sorry guys for that brief absence of commentary. I realized that I had lost my Facebook stream. Since then it is on. You are watching the business end of the money. At my site is 11,000 US dollars plus 600 change. That is the money that will be winner of this match, as long as they can be the first to 9 frames before the opponent does. that the Malawian Sanford given GINTE is attempting what will be another mighty comeback in the tournament if we can win this frame to try and equalize against Zimbabwe's ESHCA to try and regain his status as favorite to win this match, which means favorite to win this tournament. Top spin, white ball bouncing off to cushion into space. Beautiful shooting from GINTE. And looking ever so serious. Being supported by two proud countries, of course, home in Malawi, but how much they love him in Kenya is really, really, really adorable. This is where I say, in a frame of this magnitude, that the rest is a formality. He just uses ESHCA's red to support the resting of the white ball to get accurate white for black to the center pocket on the right, and sinks it in. And he equalizes. Stanford given 4. ESHCA Chimbwanda 4. Rests to 9.
In 1 minute, 106 minutes remaining in the match. The clearance bomb. 45 minutes remaining. It's 9-4. I mean, 35 minutes remaining on the clock.
Every time that GINTE puts the ball, every time he breaks right, every time things seem to be going right for him, he gets the support of the Kenyan crowd. They just love him. Not so many players who are as good as him can be as humble as GINTE is. He's a very special player, comparable, and I'm saying comparable to the Ugandan Caesar, playing so good and being so down to earth. He will greet each and everybody that dares to be greeted every time he comes to a venue. When he's playing a comp, he respects all fellow players, respects fans, servicemen, media men, supporters, even staff of the venue. He has a lot of respect for them, greets everybody with a lot of respect. That's why he is a very lovable character. And look at the chants of the crowd every time he seems to be heading with one more frame to try and lead in this final for the very first time, which a lead which if he gains will start to drain the confidence out of ESHCA. That one didn't come as good as he wanted. His intention was to have white for the red to center pocket. Maybe he has it at the end of the day. Yes, he does have it. White ball bounces off the cushion and returns into play so beautifully well. He will spin the white ball backwards because he wants to put both to the same center pocket. A row of that red will confirm a second frame in a row. Finished with one visit of the table. With apple after apple, GINTE puts black and leads in the match by 5 frames to 4.
Give me one minute.
Hold on, please.
And we have clearly just witnessed the two fastest frames in the match that have both been won by green and red apples respectively by the fastest player in the competition. He's the guy that just, I think, has Jerry for competition on who the fastest player on the continent is. I still think, though, that it is Jerry. However, GINTE is one that is mightily close to Jerry's playing speed, most especially when it comes to the attacking side of the game. And maybe ESHCA is realizing that if he has a good chance of trying to take down GINTE, he may have to finish the games when he has chance to finish them. Now, how will he do with frame number 10? He's in a situation that he hasn't been in this final whatsoever, being the guy that is down in terms of scores. He will want to roll. That red is looking at the corner pocket closest to the bottom of your screen, drawing the white ball slightly backwards into the yellow and black. Lovely. It is done exactly as he intended. He has some work to do here. Putting red to the center pocket on the right will be easy, but finding white for the second red, which will be the last, will not be casual. He may have to cut it. White ball bouncing off the top cushion with big spin. The white in its movement is intercepted by GINTE's yellow, and that puts ESHCA under some bit of pressure. He's trying to cut it in between the jaw of the corner pocket and the yellow. Not really. Will he put with luck? Not whatsoever. And every time GINTE gets a chance to play in a frame like this, he plays like a player possessed. He normally doesn't let you back on the frame when you are an opponent of his. The crowd are chanting, "Let's go, GINTE, let's go." Second time into tournaments that this guy is in the final. I did stream a final between him and Aiden in Bulawayo, losing and coming second. This may be his day. It just got to my mind, especially when he did take down Hazard of Uganda after coming down from 7-3 down when Hazard was playing so well and GINTE defeating him. I just thought, and given how he is, that maybe it was his day. He has not to be off target. He is this time off target. You just love the fact that he had an element of defense in that shot. White ball has been given away cheaply to ESHCA. He will have maybe to bank the red off the cushion on the left, the corner pocket at the bottom right, sorry, top right, or have a sharp cut of that same red to the diagonal corner pocket at the top left of your table. It seems it's the shot he may try to be playing here. Either way, it will not be easy. He's probably deciding to go for the bank, maybe to give him better option for the white, better room to control white, because it's a little bit direct. Beautiful shooting with diagonal corner pocket, with support only of the same fellow players. He gets to win, and I'm assuming has potted black, a frame that equalizes in the match. With nerves of steel, ESHCA pulls another. It is ESHCA 5 and GINTE 5. Race now is 4.
This is something else. Where is the feast? Is the feast in the house? Now the feast lost the great conference. We have a game in our hands. Scores 5-5. Scores of 5-5.
Very kidogo.
Kidogo is that
Wonderful kupata chakula. Maji, chakula. Na kwenda huko Uganda. But we are depending on you, on Mombasa.
Come on, like man, come on.
The final is living to the expectation of a major final. You have to play your A game to try and win $11,600. In the meantime, just in case you don't know, there is more company tomorrow. Personally, I am meant to travel back home tomorrow morning. That was the idea, by bus. It is only about 10 hours. But yes, there is more action to bring to you. I will have to stay around. There is a Super 8 comp that is being organized. It will have GINTE, it will be having Aiden and Caesar and Jerry, and I'm not sure about ESHCA. I'm not so sure about Malova, but it will also have Brian Kiptalam and 2 other players that will be either chosen or will have to break qualifiers. There is talk of a money match between Aiden and Aiden and Caesar that will happen before the 8-man comp, and then we shall also have a curtain raising money match for the kids. 2 players, I think, who are 14 each. That is the Ugandan Jackson Asiku, as well as the Kenyan player John Angela. All that will be coming your way as long as you load your data bundles and charge your phone and create ample time and tell a lie to your place of work that you are busy and yet you are watching pool. You are watching ESHCA trying to lead again in the final. He gets to miss. And his media man and manager, Francis Mukweko, tells him that, boy, it is okay. The moment of truth will be when GINTE will be playing the red that is closest to the top of to the bottom right pocket, because he may have to contemplate playing it by combination pot it, and the yellow, the some corner pocket, will he play defense here? Oh, I didn't know that side of the game of GINTE. It was so risky that he would pot and then deny himself white for the second red. ESHCA may be having little sight of the yellow. Yes, he was having it. He may even pot.
Even better, like even better.
That is a shot that puts ESHCA in a better position, because GINTE will not be trying combination shooting from there. It's just not possible. He will want GINTE to hide the white ball behind red again to try and snooker ESHCA. He will want to get that free shot that gives him breathing space to try and attack this frame. Tap the white ball off the yellow, and behind the cushion, he plays red towards the yellow. ESHCA will also be playing the white into that yellow he's seeing, and then play red even closer to the yellow will make it very difficult for GINTE, just like you can see. In that tactical element of play, ESHCA is the more advanced player. In attack, of course, GINTE. Special thanks to the management of Club TIMBA for organizing this. The Honorable Mushmiyu Sudi, who has sponsored this event, allowing the African fraternity to gather. They are gathering, watching GINTE attempting now the combination shot, which will give him the win. It is off. It is a foul. It is ESHCA most likely winning the frame. It is GINTE who is disappointed in himself. The Bezim is trying to get what belongs to him, and they are meaning the lead he did have about 20 minutes ago, which then has since been blown away in thin air, with GINTE equalizing and leading, and then ESHCA equalizing. Now he's about to take the lead by putting yellow to the center pocket on the left and black to the corner pocket at the bottom of the screen. Very easy ball to put. Even his own media man wouldn't find so many problems thinking that one in. He will be leading in 1 minute, in 1 moment. ESHCA 6, GINTE 5, race to 9, with ESHCA now needing 3, while GINTE needing 4 out of the next 6. The third place match has been won by Tanzania's Isaiah Paulo. 7 frames to 5 against Uganda's Mark Muchibi.
We will have international. Right now we have ESHCA 6 and GINTE at 5. Race 9. Race 9. Both players are on the single box support. They also come with their players and sports. This is really entertaining match. One is on one side.
Come on, dead man. Come on, Lighty. Time to wait. Ladies and like I'm champion. Let's go, let's go, like this, let's go. Hold on, Zamo, hold on, Zamo.
There is a new surprising twist of events in the big final. I have to say that I am admiring the nerves of steel that are on this young man. He really has the big determination to take down GINTE. He led and then lost 2 frames in a row when GINTE played like a player possessed. And then went 5 frames to 4 down. And then ESHCA equalized and then regained his lead, and now he's playing like he is about to increase his lead to 7, which will once again give him the status in the final as now a new favorite to take down $11,600 US, money that is enough to change his life. That was so close to GINTE sinking in, but it remains so close to ESHCA winning the frame. Yellow to the center post in the right, white ball playing into the second yellow, maybe the red. The only intention was to have his yellow, which is about to play into space. He could play it now, he could play it last using the yellow, which is at the corner pocket to get white ball. He decides to play it first and will want it to put it to the corner pocket, I think at the top left of the table. He's going for the opposite corner pocket or center pocket. That was careless. That was clumsy. I wouldn't even take serious. He's looking at the cue stick as though he miscued. The intention was just wrong. The center pocket was always difficult, and just once he misses it, it gives right away as a gift. And for that one, I think ESHCA is guilty. You don't gift a frame like that one in a final this big. GINTE will always come, pick the easy pickings, and punish you. He has equalized in the big final. It is GINTE 6 and ESHCA 6. Rest to 9 is officially now rest to 3. Once again, our umpire is the chairman of the Umpires Guild of the Kenya Pool and Black Ball Federation, Mr. Kisto Sisenda, a very, very, very solid official and the servant of the game. Not only does he officiate, he does the rankings that are based on by the Kenya Black Ball Billiards Federation too. Yes, to seed these players, and it is the same rankings. He releases them on social media weekly, and after this tournament, of course, he'll be releasing more, and they're the ones that have been based on to choose players for the upcoming Commonwealth Billiards Games coming up, I think in June, if not July, in Mauritius. 6-6. Many of you who are watching, please keep us company. I know that many will be watching this action later,
because it is only understandable that many that have been watching since day long have slept off. But the beautiful thing with the internet is that it does never forget. You will find this action at a time of your choice. And every time I have to remind you that the streaming date is the 25th of May 2025, going into the 26th, depending on the time zone where you are. Just in case you find these videos with fake live streams, I am not part of the thing that makes that, yes, dupes you into thinking that they are live when they are streamed again. It's why I am communicating the date and time, just such that you can know. GINTE playing to set red to the center pocket. I think ESHCA has just played that one very suspect shot in this game so far, which maybe is showing his signs of a little bit of complacency. I really thought that he was going 7 frames to 5 down, which was very unlikely that GINTE will be fighting back. But GINTE is a fighter of some sort. This, if he wins, will be the biggest victory of his career. This, if ESHCA wins, will be the biggest victory of his career. For ESHCA, playing in a major final of an African Cup for the very first time in his career. For GINTE, the third. In terms of experience, ESHCA is way more. In terms of delivering at the international stage, GINTE is way more.
I know, I understand this.
5 minutes. Thank you.
I know.
Players go through, especially when you look at them at a very close distance to try and make greatness of themselves. Umpire Kistos Senda calls a foul, which even GINTE agrees upon, and the chance again for ESHCA to lead in the final. I have to tell you that the venue is as full as it was during day. Nobody is willing to let go of watching this action live. They don't want to tell them tomorrow how the thing went on. And yet it is as late as almost 2:30 a.m. East African time. It is officially Monday morning, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to feel for the life of a streamer. This game will end at around 3. I may get where I sleep at 5. I will have time. I don't know how. I'll have to stream to charge, get data bundles, load them, lead the Ugandan team to get buses back home, and then remain streaming another comp that starts tomorrow morning. Now that is the streamer for you. Timothy Onida Sakala is now leading the cheerleading
being inspired by a player that is playing good enough to be cheerlead. ESHCA has become a man on the table nowadays. If you had any doubts on who Zimbabwe's #1 player is, this is now the guy. And the pot of yellow ball to the corner pocket, close to your screen, and the black to the corresponding corner pocket at the top left will be a formality. White ball is brought even closer to the black with lovely skill from the guy that is born from Mbari. We will be rolling black to the corner pocket at the top right, which I called left mistakenly, and now leads again. ESHCA 7 and GINTE 6. ESHCA needs 2, while GINTE needs 3 of the remaining 4 for 11,600 US dollars.
For next time. ESHCA takes the money, next time. That's how it is. I really want this book. It will be very meaningful. Okay, enjoy. Thank you. This has been good going. Yeah. It's been going well. This game is so competitive, so tense. This one. Can't play.
Now here comes ESHCA breaking frame number 14. It is a fair break. Gets to sink in 1, 2, 3. It's 1 yellow and 1 red, leaving a very good split of the yellow's frame and a well-positioned black ball for me and you, for ESHCA and everybody in Zimbabwe to really believe that it is coming home, especially in Harare. It is also becoming very, very emotional here. Timothy Onida Sakala doesn't have even any more voice, but he's using the little he has to chant ESHCA all the way. Malvan Mokonza is not a very good cheerleader, but he's watching with very big pressure. Francis Mkwekwe doesn't even know if his stream is on or not. He has now resorted to being, yes, a countryman. Now nature comes into play. He cannot stand it if ESHCA doesn't win this one. Not only is he his countryman, also a personal friend. Yes, he's also a manager, as well as the guy that administers him at club level. And the silence of the fans tells it all. Besides the Zimbabwean players, everyone else is supporting GINTE. ESHCA is talking to them, the few Kenyans that are shouting as he is aiming. On that, he was right. Here he is. I think he will have to spin the white ball a little bit backwards. He'll want to put that yellow to the corner pocket and then the second yellow to the center, just as is the black corresponding center pockets on the left and right respectively. This one is clearly a frame that is being won by break and finish by ESHCA Chimbwanda, representing himself and Nevson and Zimbabwe, and is going to increase his lead. This kind of black will never be a problem for ESHCA. Not for him, not even for his media man. He's now buying into the time. That much I know. He knows he's winning the frame. He's just killing off some seconds because it could be won on time after all. ESHCA versus the Black. He will not play until umpire Kisto wants. I wouldn't blame him so much, though it may look too negative. He just wants the win. And the warning now does come into play. 5 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Before zero, he puts. After wasting 39 or 40 seconds, that is negative tactics. At the end of the day, as a player, you do what you want to be done to win, as long as you do it within the rules. ESHCA 8, GINTE 6, 3 frames to go. GINTE needs to win them all or else succumb to being second. Yet again, in a second African major comp in yellow. Once again, Zimbabwe 8, Malawi 6. The Zimbabwean team are preparing the Zimbabwean flags. They know that they will be supporting with the flags very soon from now. Now just imagine when you are 2 frames down with your opponent needing 1 and yet you break dry. That is exactly what Mr. GINTE is going through. There we go. ESHCA will be taking all the time he has in the world. He has to be wary that by the regulations of the tournament, it is 40 seconds in which each frame, each shot is supposed to be taken. And with the weight of pressure, he misses the shot. Maybe he missed intentionally, simply intending to play defense, denying GINTE chance to put any of his reds. With ease, he does put a ball GINTE, and will be having one thing on the top of his mind, simply to finish this frame, come within 1 frame of ESHCA, and have a mark back on our hands. He's the more popular player, GINTE, at least at the venue. I believe even from the neutral fans watching online, he's slightly the more popular player. But ESHCA also has a story of his own. He has a mission of his own. He has a dream of his own to live and has a tournament of his own to win. GINTE is having 2 reds on the table. One is clearly potable. The second, not so much. It is at the corner pocket near the top left end of the table. He may have to play not to pot, or he may have to risk a chance that could give the frame to ESHCA. If a frame is given to ESHCA, a tournament is given to him. This is the chance. It is so risky. It was always going to be very risky. He may want to play red off the yellow, slice it rightwards to move towards the corner pocket at the bottom right end of the table. I think it is his only chance. Off yellow. Oh my God, off red. Actually, off 2 yellows. It was actually played a little bit more intricately than I even thought. By the way, this match is to be played in not more than 90 minutes. I don't know even how much of it is left. I'm just looking at the game. I'm looking at these moments which will live so many years in the memories of all of these players and fans who are at the venue. And ESHCA is also winning the award of the player who is wasting the most time in this match. And why wouldn't he if he is leading anyway? It is even more reason why you have to watch this match with a lot of anticipation if you're watching from Harare and Bulawayo and Chitongwiza, Mutare, Gweru, Kwekwe, Mashengo, Marondera, Victoria Falls, and Hwange, and everywhere in between. There is a very good chance that it is coming home. That you will thank ESHCA. That you will tell him Maita Basa after this ongoing match. GINTE will try to find the red off the cushion to try and pot it. It is a ball found, but not a ball potted. he is speaking to the tournament director, Martin Kihato, that I just don't know what is happening to me. A legal shot it was by GINTE, and ESHCA will only be playing with 1 second left on the clock. I'm looking at umpire Kisto Sisenda. I don't know why he's asking for the white ball. I saw something like a case of white ball on the red. He's a little bit... There's something that I didn't see. I am being told that there was a foul by ESHCA. Personally, I didn't see it. It seems ESHCA as well didn't see it. We may need a little bit of video review, especially now that you're watching on YouTube. You can just play back a little bit. The clock has been stopped. The umpire seems to have agreed at the end of the day that there was a foul. I think I have to agree. I have to confess I didn't see it. At the end of the day, justice has been paid. After a little bit of video review, ESHCA has his free shot. Now this looks like the last dance of ESHCA to the tree that has leaves that are US dollars 11,600. Whatever he is doing, ESHCA are just time wasting antics. You will only blame him if you don't support him. If you do support him, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do, and he's doing it rightly. He's playing only when it's 1 second to go. And the Zims are knowing exactly what he's doing. They are chanting. Now after umpire Christos Sisenda once, he will aim and play. 5 seconds, 4, he plays with 4 seconds left on the table. Again, he will waste 30 more seconds. I have no shade of a doubt. Because I am now reading his mind. He can win outright. He can win by playing negative. Yes, the rules were designed. It's not his fault. He's only playing them to his own advantage. And GINTE concedes the match. The most bizarre finish to a tournament of this magnitude. It is concluded by a player that has applied negative tactics to the effect that his opponent has conceded the defeat. ESHCA is champion. The brightest prospect from the country of Zimbabwe today has won the first ever comp for a player from his country, sponsoring all of the silence at the venue because of the stay of GINTE in Kenya that all of the fans are supporting him. He is 11,600 US dollars richer. He has made Zimbabwe proud. He has made Harare proud, and he has made his hometown of Mbare proud. The final score in the final has been ESHCA Chimbwanda from Zimbabwe 9, Stanford Given GINTE from Malawi 8.
To the winner of tonight, we have ESHCA. So all the winners tonight, please come to this table.
ESHCA.
All the winners tonight.
Interview.
Number 1 to go. In all categories, can you come to the table here? This table here is where the members go. If you're not here, we shall send you present. But I want number 1 to go in all categories. Yes, we have to do a roll call for the cues. Yes.